All right, so thanks to all of you guys for coming. Hopefully you had a great time. You learned a bunch of cool stuff. So just first, we'd really appreciate it if you could help us make Blueprint even better. You're going to be getting a survey in your emails very shortly. We have prizes for people who fill them out. It's really helpful for us to get all this feedback because we can make Blueprint even better next year. And it's also really cool to just see what you guys thought about it. So actually, I've been up here for just a short amount of time, but I'm actually going to turn the mic over right now to Baris, who's going to be doing a closing keynote. You need both of these. You don't have slides or anything? I don't have what?
Look at this. I have 2 mics. Isn't that so awesome? Thank you for everyone, for everything that you've done today. Today was a fantastic day. It was a hard day. It was a very intense day for most of us. Hopefully, we all learned something today. I met a lot of nice people. I met a lot of passionate people. I met a lot of people who are really, really following up on their dreams, whatever that may be. So what I want to talk to you about is very simple. There was a time in my life, this was years back, when I was sitting in the living room of my parents. This was back in Turkey. I did not speak English then, and I had no idea about what artificial intelligence or machine learning was. I turned on the TV, and there was a show about intelligent machines. The show was only for 15 minutes. And I looked at this show, I watched it, and I thought about it. I'm like, wow, you can actually build smart machines? That is so smart. And then the rest is story. What happened is I just got inspired by it. I saw it for 15 minutes, and I was like, so how can I learn more about this? And I started reading books about it. I went to the library. At the time, there were libraries. You had to go to the libraries to read books. So I did some research, and I found all these books in English, which I'm like, oh, this sucks. I need to find, in Turkish. But that didn't exist. Long story short, I found myself in Boston to go to college. I still didn't speak English, and I had to take classes here in Boston in English, but it didn't matter. All it mattered was I was going to learn about artificial intelligence. I was going to learn about smart machines. So today, something like that hopefully happened for you. If it didn't happen today for you, maybe it will happen in the near future. It will maybe happen who knows when, but maybe you opened the door for it. Today was a fantastic day, guys. You guys worked really hard. And today, we all learned something, hopefully. This is the beginning. We shall not stop. That's not my words. That's John F. Kennedy's words when he was talking about the space mission. So this is the beginning, and you shall not stop. And maybe you're going to do the next frontier. There's so many frontiers that the human mind is trying to undo right now. We're still working on making sure that everyone on Earth has a decent living. We're still trying to fix Africa. We're still trying to fix all the parts of the world where people don't have access to resources. Computer science can make a difference nowadays. Be that change for a better tomorrow. Go to the moon. Well, we already went to the moon. Go to the Mars. Well, we already went to the Mars. Go to Europa. Maybe there's life in Europa. And be the change. Make that happen. You've just started it today. You put the seed in there. The future is up for grabs. This is something that I learned when I was working. It's your manager, if you have a good idea, you'll go to your manager and they'll say, oh, that's a great idea, but why don't you work on this something else? And if you keep that passion in you, and if you keep working on your idea as a side project, sometimes it becomes your main project. And sometimes it really impacts people. If it solves a problem for you, it solves a problem for other people as well. Just follow up on that. Something that I just know is there's a rule in physics. I'm going to try to recite it right now. I may not recite it correctly. If something has not yet happened, it doesn't mean that it's not going to happen. Maybe the things in your mind has not happened yet, but maybe you're the one who's going to make them happen. We should be all hopeful and curious. There is really no value in being pessimistic. Life just rolls on and goes on. And if we're optimists, we go with it. And here you are. You guys spent a wonderful, maybe more than 12 hours now. And you work really hard. Some of the things that you learned today, you did not understand. But who cares? You'll have all the time in the world to understand them. At least now you have access to them. You made awesome people. And most importantly, I want to get hands together for the organizers of Blueprint. Wonderful people. They worked so hard, and they made today as flawless as it can be. And thank you to you. You guys came here today. You had no idea what it was going to be like, and now you made today happening. This is wonderful. It's all about you. The future is all about you. You are the future. So make it happen. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks for that, Baris. Give it up for Baris once again. All right, so I guess without further ado, we're going to continue on to the awards and demos. So can these teams come on down to, I guess, this general area next to me, just so that you guys are in the general area? You guys won some award. You don't necessarily know which one. And insert name here is an actual team. We didn't mess up, guys. Please. All right, so just so you guys know, the format for this is going to be you have 2 minutes to just talk about what you made. It's going to be a little different from when you're presenting to judges, because you're not going to be able to actually interact with stuff. You're going to have to explain what you're making with the screenshot that you submitted online. So everyone just pay attention. You're going to see what cool stuff people have worked on today. Hopefully you learn stuff working by yourself, but you can also learn things by checking out what other people have done. Yeah, so cool. So the best health and fitness app. So the prize for the best health and fitness app is a Fitbit Zip. And as I don't know if you guys know what a Fitbit Zip is. It's actually a really, really cool device. It goes on your wrist and it monitors stuff like how you walk and how often you walk, when you sleep, and that kind of stuff. It's really, really cool, and you can analyze all that data on your phone, and it's just really fun to look at. So in that vein, the team that won the best health and fitness app is Team E38, Swagware, and Ransom is, I think, the name of their app. Is that you guys?
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah? Here, try to hold these two together.
Okay, do I hit that?
Yeah, just hold it by that.
Right here? Okay, so our app was, it's called Ransom, and you basically, you put yourself up for ransom, and it's sort of makes a game out of working out. Basically, at the start of each month or some time period, you commit to working out, say X amount of times per month, and then you put up Y amount of dollars. And each time you work out, you slowly make your money back. And if you can't meet your goal towards the end, the remainder of the money you don't earn back goes to fitness-related charities. So it was a fun little project, and there's a lot of ways we plan on expanding on it. So, yep.
Awesome. Cool idea, guys. Hopefully I don't lose too much money when I don't work out. So cool. The best app that'll make students' lives better. So this award goes. So the prize for this is a Kindle Paperwhite and Smart Pen. I think that this is for every member of the team. So the first one was also Fitbits were also for every member of the team. The best app that will make students' lives better goes to Team D1 MPAC for Point Guard.
Hi. At my school, we get progress reports sent out pretty often, but they're really a hassle to keep track of. So what we did with webhooks is that you can forward your progress report to a certain email address. It'll post them to our website, and it'll organize them based on the name it parses from the progress report. So you can then make an account based on your name, sign in, and you have all your grades, all your assignments there, and the scores you've got on them. So it really just makes life a lot easier. In Gmail, you can just set up a forwarding record, forward all your progress reports automatically to the email we have, and it'll upload them all there. So it's pretty cool. It just makes things a lot easier for everyone. And that's all. Thanks.
Awesome. Cool. So the most humorous app. This prize was sponsored by Twilio, and each member of the team gets a Google Chromecast. The most humorous app was Team 77 HTHS number 2 for Fashion Blueprint.
So, our team was very known at our school for being the fashionistas and the fashion gurus of most of the tri-state area. So, we developed an application that would help you choose your outfit based on certain weather conditions, temperatures, and your latest math test grade.
And if you didn't score high enough on your math test, we take away your pants.
Is that it? Yeah, we hope you can try it out.
Awesome. Hopefully I don't have a math test this semester. It's too cold. All right. Most technically challenging app. So most of you guys didn't have too much experience with coding, so we wanted to give an award to the most technically challenging app so you guys can see what kind of cool technology exists and what kind of cool stuff you can make. So the most technically challenging app goes to Team 40, Shielded Wildwood, for app SMS.
Thank you. So basically what we did, I have a smartphone. It's fantastic. I can get any information in the world in my pocket, but not everybody has a smartphone. So what we did is we developed a framework for people to develop apps that interact solely through text messages. And so what happens is you create an app and you tell us, here's the URL of my app and here's the hashtag keyword I want to use. For example, hashtag translate for Google Translate. And then you type in on your text message, you send a text message to an email saying, hashtag translate hola to English. And then our service sends that information out to a third-party app. Today we wrote 4 examples that we wrote, but they run entirely separately. That app does its thing and returns whatever it wants to send back to you and sends that as a text message to your phone. So you could use this for things like checking sports scores, or we did one that returns the most recent tweet with a certain hashtag, or things like that. But it's just trying to let people who don't have smartphones access some of the same things that we who have smartphones can do. So, yeah.
Great job, guys. The best app that makes life easier. The prize for this is Pebble Smartwatch. They're really awesome. I have one. You should get one. So the best app that makes life easier was Traveling Salesman's Morning Update.
So basically the idea behind this was that when you wake up in the morning, instead of having to go to a bunch of different websites, you have it all in one area. So you have all of these different panels. So you have weather, stocks, if you're into that, CNN top news stories. We got the Twitter feed from this event, but you could do any hashtag you wanted. And then also, obviously, the latest XKCD comic.
So we made use of jQuery, an extension to jQuery called Dragster that allows us to organize the information into little concise tiles and then present those and allow the user to customize them, move them around, and just keep them up to date as they pull from their data sources.
And all of these are like live and updating, so the Twitter feed is the Twitter feed. XACD and CNN are RSS feeds. Weather pulls from the National Weather Service data, and stocks pulls from Yahoo Finance.
That's it?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Awesome. Next prize. It just works. The prize for this is a makey makey. So it just works. The prize goes to ThinkFlow's Suggestify.
Yeah, for this, basically we wanted to incorporate the best parts of Pandora and Spotify. So Spotify, you can kind of choose what you want, but you don't really get that like mystery, I guess, of like finding new music. So what this does is you can select the genre, and then we Suggestify a playlist for you, and then yeah, you can find new music through that.
So I just want to add a few words. So all of us didn't have knowledge about web design before today, and then we listened to multiple lectures, and including Baris machine learning lectures, and then we learned a lot. And the two presentations Baris gave us today, one is about JS, JavaScript development, and the other is about machine learning. Oh, it's no, I mean the two presentations Baris gave us, they're all like, the first one was based on a website that you don't need any downloads or softwares or like knowledge about web programming, but you can learn JavaScript from the beginning, and it's really easy. And finally, we came up with this. And the second one, machine learning, he introduced two tools that like we don't need to have any knowledge before we listen to the lecture, and we really know how to start learning this technology after his lecture. So I really want to thank his lectures, and we accomplished this today. And thank you all.
Thanks, guys. Next prize is the Customer Obsession Prize. The prize for this is Kindle Fire HD, sponsored by A9, which is an Amazon company. The Customer Obsession Prize goes to, insert name here's Risen.
Okay, so our team decided to create, today we came in thinking we're going to create a really nice app and such. And what we decided to do was create a simple yet addicting game. So what we came up with is a game called Risen. Basically, it's just a simple little fish swimming through the ocean, where it has to just jump up over pillars and avoid the rocks on the bottom of the seafloor. And through our experience using creating this app, we learned a lot about web design and artificial intelligence. It's actually was a really great experience doing this. Thank you.
Awesome. That was the last of the prizes. If you want a prize, please come to the Team Ops booth after we're done with the closing ceremony, and we'll get you your prize. So, time to wrap this thing up with the closing ceremony. So, let's see. So special thanks to MIT and Google, without whom this in no way could have happened. So the two student groups that kind of helped throw this were TechX and Pilot. So give it up for TechX and Pilot. Here are some of our sponsors who provided both mentors and prizes: Twilio, MongoDB, Medium, A9, Make Games With Us, and Meteor. Yeah, that's Meteor, right? Okay, yeah. Please give it up for them. Also, a special thanks to our mentors and judges who dedicated a lot of time to help you guys out and to help us throw this awesome event. some particular people who especially dedicated a lot of time to this are Kim, Liz, Baris, and Colin. So give it up for them. I mean, everyone's standing up, but give us a wave if you're here. Hey guys, thanks you. So, most of all, special thanks to you guys. Thanks for coming here. Thanks for taking the time to learn cool stuff and put up with our internet issues in the morning. Hopefully everything got worked out by the end of the day and you learned a lot of awesome things, met a lot of great people. So how we're wrapping this up, we're going to be checking out by the areas. You need to check out with staff before you leave. We need to make sure that everyone's accounted for. If we don't, we're going to be here all night looking for someone who's probably already left, and that will not be fun for anyone. But yeah, thank you for coming to Blueprint. Please, if you have laptops that you've checked out, please return them to the team ops desk. Any other announcements? Please pick up at least 3 pieces of trash before you leave. It's really easy to do. If everyone just picks up 3 pieces of trash, it'll make everyone's job a lot easier. Yeah. Thanks again for coming. Hopefully you had a great time. And make sure you keep an eye out for our survey that you'll be getting in your email.